Hi everyone, I'm James, and in today's video on the restoration of my Spitfire, we're doing the second half of the head gasket replacement. So remember to like, comment, subscribe, all those good things, and let's get on with the video. Right, so now the fun bit, just trying to clean it all up. Right. Have some plastic scrapers. Here we go. There. If I give it a bit of a twist, that way. You see that in there? That is stuffed. Doesn't look like overly new damage, but then again it's pretty hard to tell with the state of the whole thing. Now I want to have a look at how well these valves are sealing. Let's see if I need to do anything with them. So I believe the go here is to fill them with some petrol and see if it leaks. So, nothing dramatic at the moment. Working out how warped my ruler is, which is about 2 thou. Actually makes this head warped by about 2 thou, and for the purposes of this exercise I'm going to call that a pass. Okay, this is all ready to go now. I now need to go work on the block and make sure that surface is all nice and clean. Okay, so I'm not going to do too much here. Mostly just clean up the water that's everywhere. A little bit of scraping needing to be done around the edges and the water galleries, but otherwise it's pretty good. Cylinders have seen better days, but I'm not here to make everything perfect. Right, so everything's cleaned up, ready to go now. After all that, it feels like it's time to take a break, but with everything nice and clean, it's probably a lot safer to at least get the head on. Right, so I have the new head gasket. I'm putting this on dry because it's a head gasket, and it has metal to compress, so it doesn't need anything on it. Now that looks to be fine, nothing's fouling on the pistons. All the ports are clear. And I'll just put this up at top dead centre where I can get the little fleck of paint that's fallen on top of here. There we go. Right, it's on, and I've prepped the head with its gaskets. There we go. Okay, just put sourced manifold in place. There we go. That one that never came out. Let's see if I can locate that one. I need a replacement for this one. This one. 2.5. Unfortunately, the other one's 2 3/4. I suppose I can cut a 3-inch one down if I have enough thread. Actually, this one, we don't want very much thread at all, do we? So that'll work. Okay, I've bolted the water pump on now, and got that done before the sealant went off. Now I'm just popping the push rods back in, and just checking they're indeed getting covered in oil and not sitting on the lobes dry. Whatever it is they sit on these engines, I'm no expert. Okay, so having skipped my step announcements for a little bit because basically it was just clean everything, we are now up to step 19, which is to fit the nuts, and which we've done, and torque them down to the prescribed torque. So on with that. The torque for these nuts is 45 foot-pounds, so I'm going to work my way up to that in lots of 10, starting at 15 foot-pounds. $35. 10, 11, and now 45. Actually, let's do 40 first. One, 45 foot-pounds now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now check them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All done. Okay, step 20 is to fit the push rods, which I've already done, making sure to put them back where they came from. Step 21 is to, what is step 21? Oh yeah, refit the rocker shaft. Now fitting the rocker shaft, what I have done, if you can make it out there, is I've put a dab of assembly lube on all the contact points so that it will have some lubrication when it gets started. Just lining up all the rods. Making sure they're all in place. Right, good. Oh yes, one stud to get a nut off. Back in a second. That's why. That'd be why that was stuck on there. Someone put it in the wrong way. Torque these down. Oh, where's the torque listings? Rocker pedestal, 25 foot-pounds. Three, 4. Right. Very good. So that's it for the instructions. That's where they stop. Haynes manual assumes you pretty much can figure it out from here, which is fair enough, I guess. So now I'll go about fitting all the other bits and pieces. In fact, the next thing I want to do is check the rocker valve gaps. Okay, so I've just finished up doing all the valve gaps. So now I can happily put the rocker cover back on. Go. Now we've got an earth attached again. Spark plug leads all attached. Rocker cover on. Right, now on with the inlet manifold. Off camera I've replaced the fuel bowl needles, and I have also drilled out and replaced the cooling pipe. We'll see how successful that is. The rusted old one was doing nothing. We'll get this in place first. It's not a hugely important thing. There we go. Just hold that in place whilst I get these fun little saddles on. Okay, I've now got the manifolds all mounted properly after a bit of fighting. I've hooked up the choke and the accelerator, and now I'm just undoing what I just did, putting the whatchamacallit, cover on. And no, I haven't gone and got a thermostat. I'm just sealing it up with that one as it was, because I'll have to order one. Might order a proper pipe to go on here at the same time. Just go around and check everything's connected where it should be. And I'll refill the radiator. And should be ready to turn it over. Head and breather pipe off. And now it's back on. So it always pays to check. Sure you've got everything right. That tap is shit, which way is closed? I guess I'll find out in a minute. Okay, I've got the radiator mostly full. Now let's put some power back on and turn it over. Okay, so let's have a look around at where we're at. I've just connected the battery again. I've also unplugged the ignition coil because I just want to turn the car over a few times before we try and start it. I've got the radiator mostly full. Fan belt is on. All our fuel lines are connected. All our manifolds are connected. Our ground is connected. Our ground strapped to the head, that is. Our spark plugs are all plugged in. Double checked our firing sequence. We have oil in the car. I think we're good to go. Okay, it's all good. Fine, be like that. Okay, I'll plug the ignition coil back in. Oops. Some choke. See how we're doing. Good. Wheel is wheeling. Top that up a little bit. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, that'll do for this video. So we'll catch you next time. Remember to hit that like button if you don't mind, and subscribe and hit the bell to get your notifications about the channel and what I'm up to next time. Might take this out for a drive now and see how it goes. Right, well, I'll see you later. Bye.